Hello and welcome. So we're streaming again today, which is quite a short time since my last stream, considering my usual pace. So I was thinking I should get a bit more consistent. So that's had a good few hours. So why not? And I also have I think pretty nice concept for next edit, so let's use that. So yeah, the concept for today is similar to the last. Okay, let me show you. Let me put it on the PSD here. So the last one was this, with a turtle full of graffiti and kind of a more of a downbeat vibe than what I usually go for. But I kind of like that vibe. It's not something I usually do, so I was thinking of doing something similar. And as there's pretty big fires in Australia, I thought, why not do this? So that's the idea. Let's see how it checks out. Okay, so hey, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, we just got like the basic pictures up just to demonstrate the concept. I think it's the ones I'm gonna use, but I don't know. Might change. We'll see on the fly. So we're gonna start by cutting this fur, which is hard. It's gonna be hard. Hey y'all. Good to see you here. I just set it on fire. No, poor guy. No. I said there's fires in Australia. Not that I was gonna set this poor little thing on fire. Look at him. Just look at him. So cute. So yeah, I kind of wanted to go for the same vibe as the last one. And why did I remove it? There. So yeah, going for putting animals out of the natural environment and into a more city human environment. That's the idea, at least. Let's leave that up here. You hear what you want, Ender. Later you'll probably try to convince me that to add like pizza or something weird into the edit. I know you. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go with a red color scheme for this one. That's why the red light and I also picked the background, something with red. We're probably gonna be adding some more elements, some red lighting onto him, something more subtle than setting him on fire. And yeah, lurking is fine, Scorpy. That's all good. I always appreciate lurkers. So yeah, we'll see how direct we can get with the reference to fire. And I'm thinking, okay, so cutting fur is one of the hardest things to do here. So I think I'm just gonna cut straight like this, and then using a fur texture brush, I'm just gonna paint it on, or kind of select it on. Well, you'll see when I do it. Because it's I find it's a bit easier to go if you're like, just to demonstrate, if you're cutting hair, to go from the inside and from the inside out like this, than the other way around and trying to cut like this, because then you'll leave a ton of background and that doesn't really work. I was thinking, like, about doing something like that, but I'm not sure about what. Because I mean, I couldn't do graffiti again. That would be overkill on that concept. So I'm not sure. If you got any ideas, throw them my way. Hopefully we can find something good. By the way, you guys, I recently discovered, sorry for the barking dogs if you hear that. Recently discovered that in the 29th, I think. Yeah, 29th. It's gonna be exactly 1 year since my first stream. So I was thinking we could do something nice. We could do like a special stream. We could do. I was thinking something similar to that one celebration stream I did when I reached, I think it was 50 followers, and that was really fun. For those that weren't there, I did. So the concept of the stream was I started with a picture, and I had a series of questions already thought out, and I just asked chat those questions and went with what people told me, and I was like, I started with a rooster, and I said, oh, okay, what's the name of this rooster? What does he do? Where is he? Stuff like that, and then I started adding elements until it was all filled out. And that was fun. So I was thinking of doing something like that. Oh, and on that stream I also did a drinking game where every time I hit Control Z to go back, I had to drink. So that added an extra layer of challenge there. Which edit did I do on my first stream? That's a good question. I think the first stream that one on the 29th was like a test stream where I did my overlay and some basic stuff. But my first, the first actual one I worked on was, let me open it up. Where is it? This one. This one here. That was the first one I streamed. Well, Pizza Earth is the first in which you appeared, Ender, I believe. So for you it was the first one, yeah? When it's 1 year after that stream, we can do a special celebration for you, and you alone. Full 3 hours of pizza edits. How's that? Just every pizza concept you can think of. Only one per stream, please. Actually, it's quite nice because on the new points system thingy, you can limit how much reward is used for every stream. Because usually that quick edit, I'll do it in the end. It'll be the last thing just to cool down. So it's quite good that they can let you limit the number of times it's used. Just so somebody doesn't blow their points. onto something that I won't have the time to do. Or you ask for 10,000 edits, I know. Okay, we got the basic cut. I think I'm gonna cut towards the inside in some areas. Let's see. Got some fingers off there. Those, yeah, I think those are claws. Sometimes I cut without realizing. I cut off some part, like little things like this. Hola, how are you? Here's what we're doing. We're doing a similar one to the last time, but with a koala in the city instead of the turtle before. Oh, by the way, I did I don't know if you guys saw on the Discord or wherever. I did a time-lapse video for this edit. They're pretty fun to make. Koala, yeah, they're so cute. Okay, we got the basic cut. Now let's try getting that fur looking as nice as possible. Okay, so we're gonna use a fur brush like this. Kind of paints towards the outside. Oh, you did? And what kind of things did you learn? Was it for retouching pictures, or was it this kind of thing? Blend stuff. Yeah, that's most of Photoshop. I mean, then you got like the tool set to, do something like this. I don't think it would be too hard for you to kind of relearn and get into it again. I don't think you'd have trouble with that. It's not that hard to learn Photoshop. Some people are really scared of it, because it's true that it's a lot of stuff, but you can do most of the things I'm doing here with just like maybe 30%. You can maybe do 70% of the whole skill set needed with 30% of the tools. And then just with experience and just seeing how other people work, watching sometimes tutorials or stuff like that, you can just learn new tools. And there's tools I don't know in this thing. Like, there's so much stuff. So we're getting some of the blue from the background in the hair here. So we're kind of painting on our own. So after this, I'll put a clipping layer on top and paint it with white, just so we can get rid of these blue spots there. So like this little tips here. I should actually get rid of this. It's better. So we see the fur a bit better. You were like 12 years old. That's no excuse. You can still relearn everything. It's not that hard, I swear. I don't know, maybe I make it look hard, but it isn't. Trying out different brushes, because maybe that's a better one for this specific job. Thing is, this guy has a lot of fur, a lot of fluff. It's really like thin hair, so this might take a little while. Good that I got you guys to keep me company. With an Aussie accent. I can't even do a right accent. I have a weird mix of a French and a Spanish and a I don't know where accent, so I couldn't do an Australian accent even if I tried. God, this guy's so fluffy. I wanna hug him. I mean, if you watch it from up close, you'll see that it's not like perfect. But we're not gonna see it from up close. It just has to look well, right from a certain distance. Just think about kangaroos. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know. Australian accent is hard. I don't know. To you, what does my accent sound more like? Is it more British or more American? Because I was taught in school by more British sounding speakers, but I mean I learned mostly by watching movies and stuff, and that's, yeah, it's mostly American. Well, I just know that people from New Zealand say dick instead of deck, because we had a friend from New Zealand and we used to laugh at her for that. That is the like, that's where my knowledge goes to. No more than that. God, so fluffy. So much hair. And I can't do it all in the same direction, because it's also messed up. So I'm camped that I can't be doing it all in one direction like this, because that'll look weird. Definitely no British. Yeah. Yes. I mostly took my pronunciation from like what I heard mostly, which is TV shows and stuff, so. Guess it's more American, like in sounds. Oh, the sounds I try to make, even though I don't make them correctly. You know, an English pronunciation is so weird. Like, there's no rules, there's nothing. You just gotta know how every word is pronounced individually. And that just makes everything much harder. Okay, we'll get there. For this part, I'm making it more straightforward. Just make them mostly in the same direction. I just want them to look messy, if possible. Then we'll have to color correct a lot of that brown, because the guy is sitting on a branch, so he's getting a lot of brown from there. The parts where it contacts. So we'll have to get rid of that. Change it for some gray and red from the traffic light. Mostly over here. What are you saying? You want me to read that? The quick grey aluminum taxi shot on a starship made of turquoise, I don't know how to pronounce that one, world specific sediment. Okay. That was a bit of a tongue twister. Now you try saying tres tristes tigres comen trigo en un trigal. Just typing words. God, cutting hair is the worst part of Photoshop. I always say it. I won't get tired of repeating that. It's looking alright from a distance. It'll look better once we get in and color all the blue that got from the background into the final image. Is this butt just shaped like that? This is some tufts of hair. Let me cut a bit into them like that. Japanese tongue twisters? No, that's Spanish, mate. I can get you some more. Let me think. Are some classic ones. El cielo está enladrillado. ¿Quién lo desenladrillará? El desenladrillador que lo desenladrille, buen desenladrillador será. Oh god. Okay. Might be Mongolian, yeah. I also know one in French. Denis dynaditon du dodo du dindon du dindon. Try translating that one. Then I kind of wanted him to rest on something. So I got this street sign, but I don't know if I'll pick that one in the end. If I do, I'll obviously change the letters because it's flipped, so it wouldn't really work if I use that. You can use it to put the signature or something even. We'll see. We'll see about that. Now let's focus on a little cute boy. So in this part I'm cutting into the inside a bit first, just to create some texture, like that. And then I go towards the outside, because if I go too far I'll just catch a lot of the shadow and the wood. And he'll have a little less fluff, but it's okay. He's fluffy enough, he won't miss it. By the way, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, let me link to the tweet, because I had the weirdest conversation on Instagram DMs the other day. I think it was yesterday. This dude. Okay, let me just link the tweet, because here. It is like surreal. It was this guy who just contacted me through Instagram DMs, saying, like, quite nicely, "Hey, I wanted to use one of your pictures in a SoundCloud album or song or something. How much should I pay you?" Something like that, real nice. I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, what pictures do you want to use? And it's like, oh, this one. If you don't mind, my themes are get into conspiracy theories. And I'm like, oh, sounds fun. Like, I've done a series of edits into conspiracies, kind of laughing at them. So I thought he had just seen those and was on the same boat as me. So I took it like he was not really into conspiracy theories, you know? Until the guy starts saying, yeah, so I wanted the song to be about some kind of weapons or something. Said, direct energy weaponry that's causing the wildfires and climate change. I'm like, okay. So I tell the guy, okay, as long as you're not peddling stuff that's dangerous, like anti-vaxxing or stuff like that, if you're not hurting anybody, yeah, sure. And as I mention anti-vaxxing, the guy just responds, oh yeah? Then enjoy your cancer and your Alzheimer's, and like a bunch of stuff like that. Like, oh shit, he's also an anti-vaxxer. So I told the guy, I'm sorry mate, I can't. I'm a med student. I'm not gonna participate into something like that. And when he heard I was a med student, he said, okay, good luck with your indoctrination. Okay. Goodbye, mate. What the hell? People are weird. It's weird what you can find on the internet, really. Like, have you guys ever met someone like that? In real life or on the internet or something like that? Because I've never really interacted with, like, I know they exist. I've you know, you see them around the internet, you see like the stuff they say, people saying, oh, these viewpoints are dangerous, these guys are crazy, whatever. You watch documentaries about them, you never really talk to them, right? So this guy was kind of a shocker. I don't know anyone like that in real life. So maybe that's why it kind of shocked me a bit. He said when we were talking He said, yeah, I believe in basically every conspiracy theories except for flat earth and something other. Like, okay, at least it's not a flat earther. What the fuck? Vaccinations? The fuck is that? Chemicals putting into our kids? No, really. I really can't believe that people are, like, some crazy people are against vaccines. The best thing that medicine has ever done for populations. Like, they probably, like, a lot of the anti-vaxxers are, like, would probably not exist if vaccines weren't there. So they actually give you autism. Oh my god. Like, I don't know if you heard the story about the autism thing, the autism claim on vaccines, but it was basically a team of researchers that did one paper linking vaccines and autism, and one specific vaccine and autism. And the methods they used were completely flawed. They use a super small sample size, which can really change your results. So they basically did it wrong, and some people really latched onto that. And I think from the researchers that did that first experiment, or that first paper, only one, like the main guy, is still standing by it. All the other ones have said this was bullshit, this was badly done, and we've done a lot of damage to society, sorry, whatever. All except for one guy have stepped out of that. I hope it is. Change your genetic code. And the thing is, it's stupid, because the anti-vaxxers stand by, like they say, oh, you have to do your research, whatever, even though they only use one paper as their base of research. If you read anything about autism actually starts in the womb. Like, first signs of autism can be detected in utero, before a child is born. How would vaccines give you that? It makes absolutely no sense. But whatever. People will believe. Some people will believe anything a Facebook group tells them. Sorry I'm ranting, but anti-vaxxers make me really mad. That's what they want you to think. It was actually in not far from here in Spain, the first case of tetanus in 30 years, and it was a kid of an anti-vaxxer. Poor little kid nearly died. Oh, the government. Those a-holes. Please, Ender, don't say it too much. You'll end up believing yourself. It's kind of like when you start ironically saying yeet or dabbing, and then you actually end up doing it for real. Same thing with anti-vaxxing. I'm an ironic anti-vaxxer. I'm not liking how the hair is coming out in here. I'm distracting myself with anti-vax. Just riles me up, you know? Just actually, I'm gonna cut like this first, towards the inside. Yeah, it should be easier. I do the same here. Oh, that's another good question. Do any of you guys know an anti-vaxxer in real life? Because I haven't. Like I've seen them in the hospital in my rotations and stuff. But I've never actually talked to one. They probably wouldn't really listen to me either way. They think I'm being a med student, I'm some sort of establishment spy that wants to takes money from the pharmaceutical industry to poison them or something like that. I've seen people with actual like paranoia and schizophrenics that like don't want you giving them any pills and stuff that are really hard to actually try to help because they'll think you're conspiring against them and stuff like that. But that's like an actual disorder. I don't think anti-vaxxers have a disorder, they just have a lot of misinformation. Studying? No, I'm not studying. You're just licking the government's boots. You're brainwashing me. Oh, another fun conspiracy theory that relates to medicine is people claiming all the time, like in completely different things, that, oh, they put aborted baby cells in that. Like, I've seen people claiming aborted baby cells are in vaccines, in drinks, in medicines, and like tons of things. What? Where do those people get their evidence? That is bad shit. And I've seen people claim it. Like, it's kind of a double case, like, against abortion and against vaccines. Name one synthropic. What the hell? Yeah, you name one. You name one first, and then we're talking. Oh, actually, fun. I got a book right here about preventive medicine that talks about vaccines, obviously. That brainwashes us. Yeah, that's a very real nerve. You nailed it. It's funny because in medical terms, English, which is not a Latin language, uses Latin words way more than Spanish. In Spain we don't use Latin words pretty much for anything except for some anatomical stuff. And Latin everything, in English, every medical term seems to be something in Latin. At least it's easier for us, because like Spanish is a Latin language, so it's gonna be like more or less the same thing. You just have to change like the sound at the end or something like that, and you're pretty much done. It's the language in a trench coat. That's very true. And I love it because, as you guys have no pronunciation guide or no rules for pronunciation, you can really see where the words come from by how they're pronounced. And you can definitely see French words in English all the time, just by how they're said. Like cigarettes. Cigarette. Well, actually, vaccine is a French word. Talking about that. Vaccine. See, it sounds like a cheap imitation of the French, like the base word it comes from. It's funny. Gonna get rid of this tuft of hair here, because it's gonna be leaning against quite a flat surface. Oof, I think I nearly got the flu. I was lucky I got my vaccine like a few weeks ago, like after vaccination season, because if you work, or in my case do rotations in a healthcare center, you get your, like they can give you a flu shot. I think I caught it a little bit still. So if you see my voice breaking up, that might be why. That's good. That's what's his name? Pierce from Community. Have you seen that show? It's like every time he gets into trouble, he fakes a heart attack. Or he does or he says stuff like, like, where am I? Who are you? Just to get out of problems. Then you should watch it for inspiration. You should watch a few episodes. It's a super good show. I really like it. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm only missing this part. We're getting there, you guys. It's the most tedious part of the edit, probably. Cutting the hair. I'm glad you guys can stick through it. We're gonna have a chat. A bard, yeah, would be good. That's good. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with the cutting. Now we're gonna try to fit him to the pole here. Maybe we'll need to make it a bit wider, so he can really wrap his feet around. Oh, that's his hand. Foot. Or maybe I can just take this one and move it. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna take this, and with Ctrl J, I'm gonna copy into a new layer, apply the same layer mask, and then I can move them independently. Oh, I need to erase this one. There we go. Now we have them in independent layers. So we can adapt it to the place it's gonna be in. I'll just leave it here for now, and then we'll, once we cut the pole, we'll just adapt it. Okay, which we could cut next. Let's go for this. The traffic light. So we'll hide the koala. This one will be easier. A lot of straight lines. This is the original picture. That's why I took another pole, because I didn't have much to go on from here. Okay, it was easy. For this rounder parts, I'll do it manually. There we go. Oh, that's way easier than the koala. Oh my god. I wish everything could be cut like this. Another thing is, it's actually raining in the base picture. In this picture, as you can see, it's all wet. So yeah, I'm thinking that we could apply that to all of it. It really adds to the atmosphere. The sad atmosphere with a little sad koala. There we go. Okay, let's just do that. The remaining parts. Not having a really good pulse today. Maybe I drank too much coffee. I'm gonna actually get a little bit more edge here, because it has this lighter edge right around it. I want to keep some of that. Can give a little bit of contrast with the background. There we go. So I kind of like the overcast, rainy feel of this, because it's way easier to match lighting in different pictures when it's overcast. There's no like specific directional lighting, so you just basically have to match the overall lightness or darkness of it, and you're pretty much done. Makes it way easier. Okay, pretty much done with this. Let's go. Okay, now let's try to match everything. So, I mean, this one, I can have it be too low, because this box cuts over there. And I also kind of wanted the red to show up, like the sign here. I think it's pretty nice. Some of the stickers maybe to add to the atmosphere. I think we can move everything a little bit to the middle, center everything. Not that much. Let's have the actually. Let's find the middle here, and yeah, let's just have the pole in the middle. I think it's pretty good. Also, this seems pretty lined up. This box isn't. I don't think it's supposed to be. There we go. Also, I'm actually gonna put this to match with the pole here. There we go. Now let's go with the lower pole, which is this one. And I don't really know which part to use. Probably this one. It's a bit heftier. It fits more nicely, but then we'll probably take the sign from either this same picture or a similar one. Try to find a similar one with the sign so he can have his butt on something instead of just hanging there. Okay. And let's just, it's nice to cut it around here, because it kind of matches with this. You can actually do this, even. And match that here. There we go. I think we have some, no, we don't have more. We can copy some of the pole lower down. Okay. I'm actually gonna delete the layer mask and start a new one. And we'll obviously have to mess with the contrast of this. Oh, that doesn't really fit, does it? Hang on, it's sticking to my guide here. There we go. By the way, I put a little here. Little follower count, because we're nearing 100, so just wanted to put something there. There we go. That's pretty good. And gonna have to do something with the lower part of this box here. Although I can hide most of that edge with the koala himself. So that's pretty good. I'm actually gonna move in already. I think we can move in like this, at least. So yeah, with this we'll have much less to do with this part. Let's actually try to reconstruct this lower part here. Let's see if we can do it. First, I'm just gonna do the levels here real quick. There we go, get it. With a nice contrast. When you're matching lighting, it's very important that the darkest darks in picture 1 match the ones in picture 2. So I'm trying to look like maybe this is the darkest in the upper part here. So I'm trying to match that. That's what I'm looking for. And also the brightest. I don't want to go too far because we're starting to see some noise here that I don't really want. So it's okay. I'll just leave it there. I think it'll be fine. There, that's pretty good. We need to cut a bit closer here. Well, I'll let you not believe in values. Vaccines is another story, man. If you don't want to believe in values, that's your opinion. Okay, we got that. Now let's try and make some kind of lower edge for this box part. I don't really know what it is. What kind of box it looks like. Okay, so let's create a new layer. Let's remove this so we can clone stamp. It's so bad at clothing design. Yeah, it's hard. Seems really hard. I guess it's mostly finding the right inspiration. Talking out of my ass here, but just like try to scour the internet for something similar to what you're thinking and apply that. Okay, so trying to look at the perspective here. See what the edge of this box would be. Probably over here. There we go. Just to fill up that little corner. So I don't really care that this is too perfect. This lower box here, because it's gonna be covered. But I want it to at least look decent. Look half decent. So we're literally gonna draw a box here. It's not like it's gonna be that visible. Astronomy god who also sails. That looks badass. Ancient pirate hat. And giant star costume. I love it. I'm loving the design already. Haven't seen him, but pirate hat. Hell yeah. That's a point for me. Oh, okay. So this hand here is going over the traffic light. So first I'm gonna try to match it like this, and then using another layer mask I'll try and... try and do that. There. That seems alright. Oh yeah, that's good. You should definitely add... oh, what's the name of this? This sailing tool that uses stars. That's really fancy looking. Hang on. Let me see if I can find that. Sextant? Is that? Yeah, that's it. That's it, it's excellent. That's so good. Okay, so I think he pretty much, maybe I'll turn him around a little like this. He pretty much matches our base picture. His face is like hugging this box. Hand can be like around the traffic light. The foot is well placed. Like pretty much perfect. Got a winner. Oh, that's cool actually. The star shape for the robes are actually quite cool. Like, people might tell you it's campy, but that for me is a compliment. Campiness is an art in itself. Just walking around like this. Okay, I think that fits pretty well. Okay, next up, in the order of things, I'm gonna... Okay, so this is an empty layer, as I tend to do. We are going to group all of these. First, these two, I'm just gonna merge. Okay. I'm just gonna call this traffic light. There we go. Okay, I'm also gonna get rid of this little edge of a sticker. I might take them and place them somewhere else because I kind of like the stickers. Like place them around here. But in here, like below here, it looks like there's some badly cut edge or something. Put it in this layer. There we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Nearly forgot. Should put a clipping layer on top of this guy. Add the background back, and just gonna use some of his natural colors to paint the hair, so we get rid of some of the background colors that are bugging me. Because when I cut the hair, I kind of did it at random, so there's a lot of background noise coming from there. Okay, this is not really well cut, actually. Let me go back here and do a airbrush. There we go. Nice and fluffy, as it should be. There we go. Let's keep going. Gonna keep painting. Just gonna use a soft brush like this, and maybe I'll do a blend if, and just blend if the on the darker colors of the underlying layer. There we go. We also have to get rid of this browner colors that I was talking about that come from the tree he's sitting on. So we gotta make sure that those are gone. Because right now it looks weird. Right, just some brown here. Here. There we go. Good. Okay. Okay, so that's step one, to get rid of the colors. Step two, we'll do it in a second. There. So we'll put a color layer that's clipping on onto the whole koala, so both layers. And we'll try to emulate the colors from the background. So we're getting grays mostly, and some red from the light and from the stickers. And also, I'm not like sold on this background picture. It's just an apartment block, and I just blurred it a little bit. That's basically what I did. And I did find some other apartment blocks I could use. Not sure though. Let's see this one. We have this one too. I don't know. Yeah, that's good. I should add some red to the background too. That's a good idea. Just to go with a consistent color scheme. But for now, I think I'm keeping this one. I think it's I kind of like it because there's red, to be honest. But we'll see later. Now let's go with the color layer. Let's get some red from here. Okay. So I'm gonna get just some red close to the sticker. And around this area. Just getting it very softly onto it. Then I'm gonna use gray for all of this. Get rid of those browns. There we go, over here. And he also has, like, the koala himself has some brown fur on him, so I don't want to get rid of it entirely. Like, just looking at the base picture. Like, this is from the tree, obviously. Like some ambient reflection. This probably is too. But this here looks like it's just natural pigment on him. So we'll keep that brown. Well, take care of this. There we go. Let's tidy up some of the green spots around the mouth, probably from eating too many leaves. I think it's pretty much good. I'm gonna use a soft brush to reduce some of the errors in cutting here. That doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I'm not using the right. There we go. We'll add some shadow too, so that'll mitigate some of the not as good cutting. There we go, a little bit here. Just don't want it to look like clumped or something like that. Yeah, it's okay to blur it out a little sometimes. Especially if it's like really striking against the background. Because I mean, it's in focus, but probably at this level of focus we wouldn't really be able to see all the little hairs individually, you know? It's kind of more from a mess. Big messy thing. I think we're good. A little bit here, at the top. Oh, we got some brown there we gotta take care of. There. A bit more red around that edge. Also, maybe in his face, like here. We'll probably be messing with the general colors of everything later, like more towards the end, once we set all the main elements. We'll try to get a consistent color scheme, but for now, just adding little touches of color. Trying to blend everything together. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I'm liking it. Okay, let's add shadows behind our little guy. So I'm gonna add them on overlay. I'm gonna first add shadows behind him. That's not gonna be really hard because it's mostly standing against a black pole, so the light's gonna change much. Except for around this sticker and the stickers here. Where, yeah, it's gonna make some shadow. And around here. It's not gonna be, we're not gonna have any really strong shadows here. We're just gonna have some big and soft shadows because we have an overcast weather. Okay. I don't think we need more shadow. So now let's do the same thing, but on top of our little boy. We're gonna need some shadows here. around the tummy. General lower area. A little bit around here and around the corner. Here behind this. Gotta put that on normal instead of on overlay, because we need a stronger shadow. And the thing about overlay, it's pretty nice to make lights and shadows on top of everything, on top of something that's pretty evenly lit. But if you have, like in this case, a really bright area and you try to put a shadow on it on overlay, it's just not gonna do anything, is it? So I usually do that on normal or multiply. Similar if you just have shadows. Multiply is a bit stronger, but they both do the job. I'm also regulating how much shadow I add everywhere with pen pressure. So I got my pen right now set to increase or reduce as I put on more or less pressure the opacity of the brush. So that's pretty good to add shadows. You can just regulate it on the fly. Let's go some here. Okay, looking good. Let's see those shadows. Let's add a bit more general shadow on the parts that are lower, like here. Just to give it a bit more contrast. There we go. Okay, this already looks pretty well blended together. A koala is not hard to blend. Is gray, so he'll look pretty okay in most lighting conditions. There's not like a huge contrast between the lighter and darker parts. Like maybe this is the biggest the contrast gets. And in this case it's pretty similar to its background. Like if we check say this and this, they're very similar tones. If we check like maybe this is the brightest part and this is the brightest part, very similar too. So it's pretty much good on contrast. I don't think I'd change very much. Let's try messing with it just to see if we find it's better in one or another condition. But nah, it's good. It's good. I wouldn't change it. Pretty good. Okay, next up then. We should do the sign below his butt. So, how should we do this? We've got one picture here. I'm just gonna put on top. There we go, that's just another of the pictures I took. And that's from New York, I guess, Wall Street. I was thinking of putting signs like this below him, like maybe it's smaller. like that, so he's sitting on something, you know? So yeah, because if you look at the real thing, the guy's like just sitting his butt, he's comfortable, sleeping there. It wouldn't be that comfortable if you're just hanging from the traffic light. So I'm actually liking this one. I'll obviously change the street sign, like what it says, but I like this one. Let's do that. Okay, then. Just put it over there. This is Koala. I'm gonna hide him. And then I'm just gonna cut this. Pretty easy to cut. Nothing else to really explain here. There we go. There we go. Should be good. Fits pretty well. Okay, you guys, I need a recommendation. See if you can help me. I need to, well, I don't need to, but I got 25 euros, around $30 credit on my Nintendo Switch store. I don't know what the hell to get. Do you guys know any good indie games or not too expensive games that might be worth my while? Oh wait, did I get rid of... Oh, I think I accidentally got rid of the layer mask. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I got rid of it. Oh. Okay, let's redo it. It was not a big deal. Just gotta... There we go, eliminate that. This here. And I think we're good. Then we're gonna get this. Gonna get his butt maybe behind it and his leg in front. How's that? So it looks like it's got his butt on something, at least. Yeah, let's get a hairbrush and finish that effect up. Let's lower the opacity. Let's get some hair popping out from here too. There we go. I'm also gonna add a bit of shadow on that edge. Also, bit closer. There. Okay, we got some shadow on it, and let's also put some shadow, I think that's shadow, yeah, on the sign itself. Although it doesn't really matter, because it's pretty much black. Okay, there we go. We got all the main things blended together. Now it's time to have fun with it. Decide on the colors, decide on all the fun stuff. Also maybe on the placement. Oh, we were saying that we're gonna put the pole in the middle, right? So there's a bit of symmetry between the traffic light and the koala. They're both more or less on the other side of, like, same distance from the middle. Okay, now sign. We are gonna start by erasing the letters, and there's some reflections here in the background, so I want to keep those as similar as possible. That looks like it's a reflection from some buildings on the other side, like on our backs. So yeah, I want to keep those. Little, like, tiny detail, won't really matter, but okay. But I like those. Go. That's one letter. A bunch of them to go. At least it seems there's less reflections here. So for example, for the street here, I don't think I really need a lot. Just getting something from the area and we're good. Yeah, we're good. I think the picture here, I'm also gonna get rid of it. Okay, so soon we're gonna have our 1 year anniversary celebration stream. And I'm open to any ideas. If you guys want to pitch something for our stream concept. Because I have some of my own. But I'd like to run them through you. One of them is, well, doing something similar to the last celebration stream I did, in which I just take some base pictures, like maybe some animals or some places or people or whatever, and we start adding elements to them as you guys suggest, until we end up with a fully complicated and loaded picture with a bunch of nonsense. That's one idea. That's been proven to be quite fun, honestly. So that's a real contender. Another idea I had was actually using a random word generator. So there's some websites on the internet that you just generate words without a context, just like you can generate 2 words, for example. And using one of those and just doing whatever comes up. So for instance, let me show one. Let's see, randomwordgenerator.com. For instance, if I were to generate, let's say 2 words. There's some really abstract things like that. And whatever comes up, I have to do an edit about it. That was one idea at least. Okay, let's get rid of this here. So, I had another idea, let me think. It was using random words, using you guys' suggestions. Let me see if I remember the other pitch I had. Okay, we've removed the text here from the sign, so we can put anything there. What should we put though? I'm thinking like literally Valdevia. Using a similar font and stuff, and doing like this. You get some white color. And maybe what kind of can I put this on like half opacity? There we go. Now let's try to match those letters. Okay, so first, inclination, size in general. Let's try to match that L, for example. There we go, I think that's pretty good. Now, should we use this font or go with another one? There's a regular, I don't have the regular of this one. Let's see. This one, for instance, feels more like the one we had here. It's a bit more chunky. Let's go bold condensed. That feels more like it. Yeah, that's good. You can have it like down here. That. Then the ST. Oh. Actually, let's copy this. Say ST. There we go. I'll just reduce the font. There. get that lined up. Alright, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll make it a bit bigger, so it fills up more space, because in the original there's a picture there. And unless we decide to use a picture. Okay, so now these letters, I'm gonna rasterize them, merge them, just have them as one layer. Which I'm then going to put in a lower opacity. It's gonna be on overlay more than in normal. Because I mean they're really wide on the base one, but they feel too clean here. I think they need a bit of blur or something. Okay, let's blur them. Blur more probably. The same to this. That feels more like it. Let's reduce the opacity even more. I kind of want it to be maybe like this, actually. More of a gray-ish color. Let's do that. Oh. Why doesn't that mean... Oh, sure. I'm stupid. Yeah, let's actually just get it down manually. Like this. Give it a bit of blue tint, actually. Tiny bit of it. Yeah, go too far. Maybe I went too far. That feels better. Now on here, on our shadow layer, let's add some shadows on top. There we go. Just to mash everything together a bit better. Alright, next up. Next up, we can do the background and then focus on the colors. Or do it the other way around. And we can start with the colors on the main subject here and then think about the background. I think we'll do the background first. Okay, I'm still not sure about it. This one felt more like a high-rise building, like a skyscraper, middle of downtown. This one feels like some pretty alright apartments, like not too shitty. And this one feels like a Soviet wasteland. I don't know, kind of like 3 grades. This one might be a bit too much, like a bit too on the nose, ran down. Dystopic city feeling. Probably change that angle a bit. Oh, that's taking a while. There we go. I don't mind if the quality isn't great, because it's gonna be blurred out in the end. It's gonna be in the background. I don't know. With this one, let's try this one out first. Let's go to the super poor feeling. Okay, so we can get this blue and change it into red maybe? Because I want to have the red be the accent color here. Oh boy, this picture is really big, isn't it? It's taking such a long time to apply any filters. Not feeling it, not feeling this one that much. About this one, I think we can try to do the same thing and do a... change those blues to red. Or to a reddish color. Make it a bit smaller, maybe a bit bigger. Just trying out stuff. This one feels too simple, maybe. It doesn't feel like a really interesting background. Another option is using the background from this. This is like the angle fits pretty well on this one, and I don't know. It's a nicer building though. It's an older building, especially. Yeah, let's try this one out. We can erase the sign and stuff. But how about this one? It's not bad. I don't think it's bad. A hydrate. Let's go this sign. Let's add a Gaussian blur to this. That's pretty alright. And then we can maybe copy. Need to get rid of this here. Let's. Okay. Maybe copy this on here, like. With the same level of Gaussian blur, I guess. Well, I don't really mind this part. It's more about this. mean, more or less, I think I can make it work. Okay, let's add everything back. We also have to get rid of this. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one is a pretty nice background, actually. Kind of starting to like it. We also got a cable running here, and that's alright. I don't mind that one. In this background, like, perspective-wise, it fits perfectly, because it's the same picture as this part of the pole. So, I think it fits really well with this main bonus. Like, if I'm using this one, I think we can make sense of it. Like, I don't know, we can see it and we're not gonna get surprised. Like, it's not terrible, but I feel like this perspective is much better. So let's just go with that one. It's a bit more of a older, classier building, maybe, than what I was initially thinking. I think it's gonna be good. Okay. Let us start messing with color, shall we? First, I'm gonna make a color layer. I am gonna paint the red on top of blue reflections, because I want the red to be the accent color here. So I'm gonna have it in some places in the background. I don't want to make it look like the sky is red either. But you have like a general little bit of red in the background like that. A touch of color. Just call all of this. Put it into a group. And then we can add also some touches of red in general, especially around this area. So over here, I also want to play with the levels. Maybe just generally darken it. I don't know. Because I don't want the background to be too intrusive. I don't know if you get what I mean. I want the background to be there. I want it to be seen that it's a city. Not much more than that. It also needs to look rainy, now that I've thought about it. More rainy. Let's see, maybe we'll be able to find... Maybe we'll be able to find some sort of rainy overlay that I can use. Or maybe we can make our own. Let's see. So if we take the traffic light picture, that's the base that I'm using. I kind of like the rain here, because you can see it, but it's not like super bothersome. It's like tiny white specks like this. It's kinda what I want to go for. Like this. I think I have an idea how to make it. Let's see if I can make it work out. We'll see. Okay, so first, I'm gonna add a layer. I'm gonna take a white brush. I'm gonna start adding specks. Maybe I can use some of the airbrushes. Because those two... Oh, I like put small specks like that. I want it 100% opacity. Not like the hardest. And that's what I want. Specks like that. No, even smaller, like 3 pixels maybe? Yeah. I'm just gonna do a bunch of them and then apply a There we go, more or less that's the frequency I want to go for. This kind of experiment, I don't know if it'll work. Please don't take this as a tutorial. It's a idea I just had that I don't know if it'll pan out, but I like trying stuff like that just to see if I can make it work. I'm just gonna add it all over where there's no, like, except for this layer which already has droplets on it. Okay, I think I've got enough over here. I can just take these and copy them. There we go. There and there. I'll take a little bit like that. To this. Okay. So we got a bunch of little dots like this, and I want them to look. I want it to look like that. So I'm gonna look for a place where we can see them very quite clearly, like this. And we're gonna do a motion blur. Okay. More or less the same angle from the other ones. Down and a little bit tilted to the left as they go down. Okay. So motion blur. Down, a bit tilted to the left. Song request is not activated today, I'm sorry. It's kind of annoying to set up, so I forget to most days. But I can look for that song. If it's on Spotify. There's a lot of songs called that. Oh, there we go. Is that it? Let me know if that's it. Okay, well, look at that. I think that works pretty well. Like, if you compare it, it's pretty much right. For the droplets. Okay, I think we got it. Sad song. A little sad boy. Okay, so let's call this droplets 1, because I'm not done with this. Oh no. I'm gonna have droplets 2. What? Is that parts on the background? You trolled me. You big troll. What is this song anyway? A song about dysentery. Very nice. What is this? It's Trail to Oregon. Is that a game? Oh, it's a musical. Let's see. Yeah, I know the game, the original game. I don't know there was a musical about that. Okay, so we're gonna do a Gaussian blur to this. I copied the same droplets to the background. I'm gonna maybe flip them. Maybe not flip them, because that'll change the angle. Oh, it's okay.
Grandpa? Would my legs hurt? By God's command, we dare to land in Wisconsin. We're going to Oregon, Grandpa. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Wisconsin. The promised land will
Star Kid. Haven't heard about that. Looks fun. So they made a musical about the Oregon Trail game. Okay, let's see. Now we got a second layer of droplets. We are going to Gaussian blur them. Like that. So we have like more lower back in the background. Maybe when I watch Far From Aladdin. Okay, I need to listen to that. Oh no, it's not here. Team Star Kid. Oh, they don't have it on Spotify, but I'll check it out later. It looks quite fun. Okay, I'll take them out on YouTube then. Let's go back to instrumental music though. It's less distracting. There we go, we got droplets then. So the thing is, in here, in this part of the pole, it looks like it's raining, but not in this part. So I can either replicate that, or or copy it like let's try that actually. We can do this and up here. Why doesn't let me? Oh, I need to go all layers. There we go. There. Okay, that's pretty good. Just to add some of that texture, wet texture to this area. I'll just put it on normal. Oops, there we go. There. Horror comedy musical called Black Friday. That sounds fun. Okay. We need to get this little guy wet. I think that's what we're missing. We need him to get soaking. Oh dear. Yeah, because the background is all rainy, and the guy seems pretty dry. Phrasing. Oh yeah. Sorry. Sorry for that. So maybe we can try and find some textures. Look like what fur? Show you guys. So I'm trying to see if I can find. Got a lot of doggies in the water. Pretty cute. So I'm just trying to look for something I can get a texture from. So maybe there's otter. Although otters probably have a special kind of fur that's adapted for water, so might be a bit different. Before you clip that. Oh no, don't do it. I think I prefer this beaver here, because it's got a nicer texture, I think. Let's see if we can take something from here. Ooh. Okay, so well, I'm not gonna put down tip, and you can maybe use some of that for mainly for the drier looking parts, like the body here, the arm, the top of the head. Oh no. Okay, we got a pretty similar angle and stuff with the hair, with the head. Now we can take. Okay. pretty good. Can put some on the ear too. Make it look a bit more, I guess, clumped up. Or like he has a toupee, which is also just such a fantastic concept. It's got a bit of a Donald Trump feeling with this. Look at that. Okay, so we can put that on luminosity, for example. Let's see if we can change that angle. There. Can maybe put something here. It doesn't look that much more wet to me, I guess. It just looks like let's use a hair comb or something. You know what? I probably need to darken it too. Just like when you get a nice sweater, fluffy sweater in the rain and it gets all wet. That's probably what I'm going for. Oh, it needs to look more is more contrast or just darker in general, maybe, especially in the more exposed parts, you know. Does that help at all? It's all downhill. No, I need better clips, something to push that one so far down that nobody will ever see it again. Just clip everything I say, please. Okay, how about that? That's already, I don't know, does it help? It does look a bit more soaked. But I don't know, if you see it for the first time, like it looks more soaked compared to this. But maybe if you see it for the first time, it's not something you'll catch. Okay, other things we need to do is get the nose here, get some shine on it. Maybe with an overlay layer. Soft brush. That might help. It doesn't do that much. Okay, now we can get some droplets falling. Maybe from like the tips of the ears, the nose, the arm here, like... Let's see, let's try to find a droplet or something quickly. Okay. Let me get one real quick. So we can try it out. There. I'm gonna add that Donald Trump looking hair a little bit, maybe like with a low opacity or something. This does make it look a bit more like crumpled, or not sure. I can add it on overlay. Wow, lets me. Hello. Why are you not letting me change the... And I need to Alt-Tab. It's not really working. Okay. There. I needed to Alt-Tab, yeah. Okay, I can put this one on overlay or soft light. Could work, yeah. Maybe we can do the same thing with, let me see, with the body. Okay. Now I can paint with this. To move it around. Okay, I'm gonna use it around here, maybe. Oh, that kind of works. I think it kind of works. Let's keep adding this texture to different parts, like to the arm here, for instance. Okay, I also think I need to put all of these textures below all the shadows and stuff, so I still get affected by them. Because I was feeling like that was erasing my shadows. I would have to do them again over that texture. Okay, let's do it one more time for the leg here. Let's try to find a good texture for it. I'm gonna flip this. seems pretty alright. Not perfect, but kinda does the trick. Okay, I think we're getting there slowly. Now look, like this part doesn't look as dry to me. Now I'm scared of phrasing anything related to him being soaked in rain. This is what you did, Ender, like laughing at me. I'm afraid of the phrasing. And you clipping it forever. Okay, with this though, I lose a lot of the shadows. So maybe I need overlay? No. Maybe I need to add some shadow on top. Nothing will get better than that clip. Oh, I need to listen back to it. Because I don't know what I said. Oh, I need to alt-tab again. Photoshop is acting up a little bit today. It's making me alt-tab all the time to how the shortcuts work. Okay, now let's add that droplet we took before. It's right there. Yeah, but I don't want to listen to it right now. No, I'll check it out after. Oh, we have the droplet there already. I forgot. Okay, we can add this on any darken or... Why is it so big? Why is it more than 2 gigabytes? I think it might be one of these background layers. Let's see. Now it does save. So hopefully that was it. You multiply. Or maybe I just need to do this. No, I don't like that. Okay, I'll do multiply and then we'll add some of the whites back. That makes the droplet very dark. Let's place it first before doing weird things. So, like, let's do one on the nose, for instance. Let's do... That's kind of weird droplet though. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna hide this. So I'm gonna find a droplet there. That's like pretty simple. That's more or less what I wanted. I'm gonna isolate that and use it for at least the nose or something. So I just want a pretty simple one. There. Or from the ear or something. Doesn't really fit with the nose. Maybe here. Let's see if we can find some more droplets real quick. Okay, here's one. Hang on a sec. I'll add it to picture. Oh, I got two actually. Okay. So first, we can get some raindrops. Like this. And these are pretty good to just isolate and use one or two of them. Okay. Let's use let's actually use a couple of them. Like this, and this, and this one. There we go. Something like that for the nose. Just apply that layer mask to have something smaller to work with. Maybe I'll pull them down like this a little bit. So they follow more the shape of the nose. Let's see how they can work best. I'm gonna put them in luminosity, then just cut them manually. Because if I just put them on multiply, it'll just take the dark parts. We don't have that little shine of the droplets. Gonna also have to take care of some of the white in the inside the droplet. Let's see what we can do here in a second. There we go. Okay, I think I'm only gonna do this specific kind of droplets or raindrops on the nose. It's feels like it's on the surface where it would really work for this little guy. Okay, now let's try and do something like this, maybe? Make them a bit more reflective of its actual background. I don't know. They look great to me. They look a bit tacked on. Okay, let's try and edit them individually. Maybe like stretch them a bit and place them around here. That might make them look more natural at least. Oh, there. Okay, we can move this 3 individually, make them go around this, for example. This one. Gonna make it more droplet shaped, maybe? This one can be right on the edge. I need to remove from this playlist a lot of Valdevia remakes, because God knows video game music remakers love doing that song a little bit too much. And let's leave the big one there in the middle. Let's try and overlay. No, that doesn't really work. Yeah, I think luminosity. I'll make the big ones smaller too. Okay. Pretty decent. Now, should we add some more droplets like this one? Because I got... okay, not this one. I don't really like this picture. I got another one downloaded. Hang on. Where did I leave it? There. will look like they might be frozen, but that's okay. I just need the shape of them. And these ones are pretty easy to isolate. So maybe we'll get those in the arm, like this. Going around the arm, could be. Okay. Let's first get a selection of them. Like that, and like that. There we go. Let's see where we can place them. Good thing is we can really move them around, mess with them. Okay. Let's say here. Looks pretty alright. Now, let's go around, get a cleaner cut of them. That's pretty good. These are a bit too big. Maybe I'll do them twice over or something like that. Let's see what mode we can use, what to try to make it look as most like this possible. Let's see, vivid light might not be it. Okay, maybe we can do something like this. Some screen on top. Low opacity. Way too much. Okay, that's alright, I think. Then I think we can just take this same thing, take it, maybe flip it and warp it a little bit, and get it on here. Okay, we can't warp them individually. So maybe let's take the screen one and warp the other one. What? Now let's warp it. You can also puppet warp if that doesn't look good. Let's puppet warp, and let's actually put it on normal before we do it. Any weird things? Or even just take every droplet and Yeah, that might actually be the smartest. Okay, we got some pretty faint ones and some much brighter ones. Maybe I'll get all on the same level. And then copy it on overlay or something. Yeah, that's pretty alright. Let's take this, flip it. Get it on here. Okay, be fair with me. Does it look drenched enough? Does it look like it's been under the rain, or? Because I'm not sure. I don't know, I think I'll keep working on this effect, this specific effect. I think so far I'll leave it like that. Okay, let's do our neat little trick where we flip it to see if everything looks alright. I think the perspective is pretty good. I don't see any problems when I'm flipping it. One thing we could do is, okay, take from, well, no, okay, there's one thing that's jumping out to me now, is I'm feeling like this whole thing is tilted to the right, like the pole itself and everything that's on it. So maybe let's try and turn it a little bit. That feels better. Okay, that feels better. Even though the pole is not straight up right now. So, yeah, I think so. I think it looks better. For some reason, I don't really understand. Okay, well, we'll just go with filling, with our gut filling here. That usually works better. Okay, we need to go to the sign here. And okay. That here. And pull current and below. And do this. Get rid of that picture. There we go. plus. Why is that different? Huh. I feel like there's some layer that doesn't go all the way down here. For some reason. Let's try to find out. That's all the stuff in the Koala. That one might be it. Yeah, does feel like it. Also this here. There we go. Okay, but this still feels weird. Where would that be? Okay, because there's something that's... Okay, there we go. That's one shadow or something I put in. Solve the case. There we go. Okay, now we got all of this sorted out, even though I'm still not satisfied with how the rain is looking or how the fur is looking. Let's go and work on the general thing, on the colors and on the... Let's try to play with that. Let's paste it all into a single layer. There we go. Let's just mess with it. Okay, I think it should go down in temperature, make it look a bit colder, you know. Then I'll think up maybe a little bit of clarity here. I think I'm gonna desaturate everything with the reds mostly. But I'll do that in here. I don't think it needs sharpening or anything. Okay. Let's just go with saturation and take all the blues down a little bit, greens down, and the reds up. Okay. I actually think we should have a secondary color, something that opposes the red a little bit to balance it out, have it be more interesting. Let's pull out a color wheel and try that. Okay. Oh, it's showing up. There we go. So we can take complementary colors and take a pretty deep red, which is what we got. Go well with the green. Yeah, that seems fair. Green a little bit on the blue side. Okay. Let's try that out. So let's actually not desaturate the greens. Leave them in. Well, there's no real greens there, honestly. But we can, instead of desaturating the blues, we could get those blues a greenish tint. Could that work? I'll do it that way. We can do a split toning here, so we can get a red on the highlights and a green on the shadows. A little bit. I'll do a grain. Some vignette to center our subject here. It's pretty alright so far. Now we need to bump out those reds. I need to give a nice red tint to the area of the traffic light. Kind of like, even if that's unrealistic, kind of like it's projecting that red to the outside, as if it was long exposure or something. Gotta do that in color. Or in overlay. Let's see overlay. Let's do color and normal maybe. There we go. Okay, let's get some more red around everything. Some red on his hand. Whoa, that's big. And even this in a very low opacity, of course, don't worry. Just giving it some, I don't know, urgency or more, or at least an interesting color to look at. Like that. There we go. Okay. So I can get some of that red on here. And then we can add some green. Let's take out a secondary color. Some green over here, more or less. With a darker tint, kind of tree-like green. And oh, yeah. Let me do a gradient similar to that. another color layer. Paint some green. There we go, that adds a little personality to the picture. Maybe I went overboard with this red here. Especially here on the hand. Okay, let's do a before and after sort of comparison. It feels more interesting, doesn't it? And actually, let me put that on first, and then combine it all into a single layer and apply that smart filter on top. That's probably better. Let's do a bit more split toning here. Balance it more towards the red in the highlights. That's the main color. And let's actually saturate the greens. And get rid of the blues. Saturation, I'll take the blues out a little bit. There we go, so we got a kind of red as the main color and green as the secondary one. What do you guys think? Anything that bothers you guys, or that you want to see fixed? Flippity flip. Okay. I'll flip it for you. When I did it before, I kind of changed the angle of the street light. So now it's like, if you look at the pole from top to bottom, it's not really straight, but it feels more like, it feels more balanced to me. I don't know. And here we are at the middle, so it's still pretty balanced. You know what? Maybe I will, just to add to the symmetry, because we have a really bright upper right corner, well, upper left corner, and a much darker lower right. So maybe instead of doing my classic vignette. Or maybe I'll reduce it. I'll totally eliminate it because I think it does work. I can manually add a gradient like that. I'm gonna put an overlay or multiply, and add to that general feel. Same with this, and that. Maybe give some green to that lower right corner. I don't know if I'm overdoing it with the reds here. Increase the exposure a tiny bit. I'm gonna need to darken the background a little bit. Or no, I don't think that would work. Maybe too much. I mean, that may take away too much contrast between the background and the subject. Oh, we're missing our signature symbol thingy. Well, we have the Valdevia Street, so that would already be enough. But I could also add a sticker or something with the signature. Could be nice. Okay. Let's see. Where could we add it? Got some space for stickers here. Or here. Or down here. Yeah, let's actually, actually, let me check our thing out. So below the guy, with the guy I mean the koala. There's a lot of different stickers. I could use some of those. No, I don't think so. Get us at anything. Okay, maybe we're here too. Kind of imitating this. Let's actually try that. Okay. I can take this. Draw a little bit in. Then, alright. Can take this. flip it. And then let's actually image those. There we go. And then we can take another little bit from it. To the next line, and so forth. Something like this. Let me get rid of the edges like that. It all looks like the same thing. Same for you here. There. And then there. There you go. So what I'm making here, for those uninitiated, is a symbol I always hide in each and every one of my edits. So if you go and take a look at all of my older work, it's always hidden somewhere. And I always try to hide it in a clever place, if I can think of one. So like I try to integrate it into the piece instead of just pasting it over as a watermark or something. That feels a bit lazy to me. I just try to do that. There, now we can get all of it. Put it somewhere, maybe even lower down or... Where would you guys put this? Put it up here. Next to this one, but that's where I picked what I used for it, so I don't think it worked that well. Paint it on here. That's right next to my name, so it's a bit overkill. Oh, my back hurts. I need better posture, you guys. If you see me slouching, you can tell me to I'm a lazy slob. I'll just stop doing it. Yeah, over here it's not bad. Maybe I can even... Okay, let me try something. If it lets me. Why is it not letting me? Photoshop is acting up today. Ah, I said. It's trying to invert it. Yeah, but that just gets all the white background in the middle. So forget about that. You know what, let's put it here. Feels better here next to other graffiti style. Yeah. I don't know what else to add to this one. Do you guys have any suggestions before I call it a day? I'm not sure. I still don't feel like super satisfied with it, honestly. I don't know. I need to either get some feedback or look at it with fresh eyes tomorrow, or I don't know, get another new thing or idea to put on it. I'm still like not. It's hard to describe. I'm not like super satisfied with the whole thing. For some reason. Okay, let me do something about this red. I think it should be toned down a lot here. That might be better. Okay, let's copy that filter. Let's see the difference. Yeah, there's way more red in the other one. I think it needed a bit of toning down. Yeah, I was overdoing it. Let's flip it again. Keep flipping until something comes up. No, it's like I'm not sure. It's, yeah. Now, you know, I think I'm done for the day, you guys. I'm gonna leave it at that.